Growing up in Wales in a Welsh school, it was kind of drilled into me that I have to play rugby, and it always kind of felt like I didn't really fit in or belong. I thought it was very much like a very straight sport, like people like me don't really get involved.
Which is a very rugby-focused school. It's a brilliant school, but if you're just being crap on the rugby pitch, the line was DBG, don't be gay. It has a subtle effect on everybody.
I didn't feel I had a place in these kind of sports. I didn't feel that I was comfortable or would be accepted. I never felt like I belonged.
The Manchester Village Spartans are a gay and inclusive rugby team based up in Manchester, and we were formed back in 1999. We have two first-a-side rugby union teams and a touch squad as well. I think rugby, because you put your body on the line for your teammates, I don't think it matters where you're from. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what colour your skin is. It doesn't matter who you love or who you fancy. Most rugby players do it for the love of the game, and they do it for the love of each other. Having representation from different walks of life and people from different backgrounds and from different sexualities or whatever, it can only make you stronger as an organisation.
There was some camp people, there was some non-camp people, there was openness, there was diversity, and that's where me wanting to stay on came from.
I have friends who are teachers and lawyers and entrepreneurs and architects. It's a massive group of friends, and it's a massive age difference as well, whereas all your uni friends or all your school friends are typically of the same age doing something very similar from a similar background, whereas rugby, and certainly the Spartans particularly, has really introduced me to a wider group of people.
We started as a gay team back 20 years ago, and it was a place for people to feel safe and secure to play rugby. I don't think anybody ever thought that it was going to be what it is today. We were set up for gay people, but straight people are integral parts of our team. Carl B has been our captain for the last couple of years. He's straight, and he's probably one of the best allies that you can have.
From the first training session, you could just tell it was about the rugby. I went into my first game as a sub, made my first tackle, and that was it. 12 years ago, all in. To be accepted as a heterosexual male playing in a gay team was just phenomenal. I've learned so many lessons from that, and them sort of lessons you just can't buy, and your brothers are your brothers. It just happens naturally.
When I found out it was an inclusive club, I did have actually second thoughts about coming down. I genuinely just thought to myself, did I want to be the kind of guy who didn't go because of that?
We're not simply a club for gay men. We're a place that gay men can feel welcome and bisexual men can feel welcome, but having those straight allies tells us that we're a competitive rugby club and that they feel welcome as well. I think that's really important. Neil and Carl are, massive examples of how modern culture's changed. They are hard-hitting rugby players who are comfortable being around this number of gay men.
We need to just keep this calm. You're doing very, very well in keeping your composure at the moment. We've got up here. What we needed to do when we had that penalty there, we had a massive overlap over here, okay? We need to just shit that ball out, okay? We're not going to be able to bash through them. So you just need to look up, don't panic, and make the decision based on what's in front of you, not just picking it up and going.
Because I don't live with my family at the moment, I'm the only one here. And to find that kind of close relationship with someone in a club is so important.
Quite often the first people that people come to when they've got a problem is their friends from rugby. And we've been there for a lot of people and a lot of tough times, and people have been there for me when I've had tough times. And that's really what rugby's about, it's what our club's about.
They've definitely helped me explore myself. I felt very free to talk to these guys about anything involving my kind of lifestyle, which I don't get outside of the group.
I absolutely loved seeing this journey from people who'd never played rugby before, and actually people who'd actually been felt ostracised from team sports when they were younger. To see them find a home, to see them find this passion for the game that I love, to see those boys just get better and better every single week, it's just so good.
The Union Cup is the European Championship of gay rugby teams, gay and inclusive rugby teams. This is a big deal for us. There's 45 teams here. We've got the first team that's got through to the final of the top tier competition, and we've got the second team that's got into the final of the lower tier competition. So it's the best performance that this club's ever had at a tournament. Proud of the way we've done so far. We've got a big battle ahead of us now, but we're really looking forward to it. Where we play, I don't think there's a single club that don't think that we're a serious rugby outfit and want to be reckoned with. So we've won that battle, I think, and now we're trying to bring people into the game that otherwise wouldn't be playing.
We are a competitive rugby club. We compete both in tournaments like this with other IGR teams, but also in the local league. I think that's actually where inclusion happens.
Sometimes you get the odd team, who almost expect a certain type of team whenever they hear about an inclusive club, but, within the first 4 or 5 minutes of any game, they realise that it's going to be just as tough as any other game. We're going to hit just as hard as any other team.